Call the meeting to order at 4:33. Stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Kathy Bueno,
Here.
Nick Materano,
Here.
Floyd Duran,
Here.
Valerie Borsa, Clay Hart,
Here.
and for the record, Nick Materano is participating via teleconference.
Okay, anyone for public comments today?
There were no registrations.
Okay. The review of the regular meeting minutes that she sent out from the January 26th meeting. Anybody have any corrections, additions, deletions, anything? Okay. So I need a motion and a second to approve the minutes.
Floyd will motion. I'll second.
And roll call.
Kathy,
Yes?
Nick,
Yes.
Floyd,
Yes.
Clay,
Yes.
thank you.
Financial and billing report for January 2022. Gabe, you're on.
For total cash on hand for January, we had $2,506,810. The overall income up from this time last year, we're up $71,664. For accounts receivable, QMC has been in touch with us. Gary Harbat, who's the vice president of the client success team, actually reached out to Dan just to let us know that he's received the concerns and he's working on clearing up the accounts receivable. And we did get a check from the hospital recently, so it looks like Quick Med Claims is cleaning some of that stuff up. And then the only concerns for financial and billing are medical supplies are up 466%. And that's just gonna continue to go up. There's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah.
That is all I have for financial and billing.
Okay, discussion by the board? Questions? Okay, then I need a motion and a second to approve the financial and billing report.
I'll move to approve it.
Okay. Motion by Clay.
Floyd will second.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Kathy,
Yes?
Nick, you still there?
He said yes.
Yes?
Uh-huh.
Floyd,
Yes.
Clay,
Yes.
All right. EMS MC billing contract. That's been,
that was part of your board packet. The two additional attachments came through. Okay.
So with the issues we've been having with Quick Med Claims, Dan had been talking to this other billing company, and she reviewed our financials, and our calls, our runs and stuff, and she decided that she can do it at a better price than what Quick Med is. So she supplied that contract, and Dan wanted to bring it up for discussion.
okay, so it's open for board discussion on that contract. I mean, we talked a lot about it last meeting as well, so we just didn't have the contract to look at. Did anybody have any questions or
Well,
anything
I was
on that?
thinking, we should probably look at least a couple if we're looking to change, and it sounds like we need to.
Mhm.
Looking at a couple. I know of one company, I could ask them to call and talk to Dan or whoever,
Mhm.
and they could put a bid in. They, I believe at one time they did the billing for Parkview, and they're located in Colorado Springs. They're called, I had to write it down, Collection Service Company, CSC. The other thing is my wife has a lot of experience with collections and worked with this company and was pretty impressed with their rate of collections, how they dealt with things through the court system. But they have experience with healthcare billing, ambulance services, things like that. So I thought we could ask them for a pitch, and see what their deal is, just whether it's a better deal than this other company, but at least to look at a couple companies instead of just going with one.
we know any of other places that are using these companies that we could
I
do
don't
a little
know.
reference check on?
I don't have all the facts on that. I know Bubba and Dan had met them at, it was AAA, I think.
AAA.
And they had talked to another company too, and I don't know if that company ever got back to Dan or not.
No, the other company was through Image Trend, which we were looking at switching over to the EPCR stuff. And they had a component, and they had a billing company. This company is strictly just ambulance and has been, I think, 25 plus years doing it. So she did a pitch for us, but I know that Dan has also talked, we talked to, I think, 3 different ones. The one was totally out, they were kind of not very good. The other one, Image Trend, their pitch was that their system works with the EPCR, but it comes to find out that this company works with Image Trend as well, so it would be kind of the same thing. And this company that sent us the contract has been in business for a long time, so that's kind of where they were at.
I guess I'd rather have the company that does the better job than so much worried about obviously the price we need to worry about.
Right.
We don't want to be paying lower money and get a worse product.
Right,
Right.
you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's up to us to decide, so, what do you guys feel like? We still need to get another one? Do you feel like they did
Well,
enough
if we could,
research?
I could have them, again, contact Dan, I guess would be the best, and make their pitch and get something in before our next meeting, if that's possible, assume it is.
Can we hold off on that contract, though? Will they validate that for that long, or
That I don't know.
we have to ask Dan that question?
Well, how about if I have them get a hold of him, but if this has to be done sooner, then we can act on that.
Can we do an email vote type
We can do
thing?
an email vote
Yeah, I
on
mean,
that, right?
if it's like, oh, no, they gotta know by the 15th of
Right.
March or something like that, well, that changes, and then we can have an email
Do
thing.
you need,
email
who
vote.
needs to sign this? Secretary of Chair? Is that who needs to sign the contract?
Probably.
Usually?
Well, I didn't really look at it closely on the signature line.
I didn't pay attention to it
I
either.
was reading everything else and, let's see.
Most often, it's myself and Nick, but
Yeah.
Business associate for them and covered entity. So
So
Dan
Dan.
can do it.
Okay.
Dan can sign the contract.
so we don't have to worry about reaching out, it's just a matter of us approving it.
Right. Is the one that you're looking at, Clay, is it strictly a collections service or is it a billing service? Is it, because I just wondered, I just wondered because of the name, because we use Wakefield and Associates as our
Right.
collection agency.
I see.
So I didn't know
Well,
if,
I'm sure find out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because
I
that was
thought
the
I'd
other,
be
that was the other
Gotcha.
thing
You're looking
was,
for billing and collection.
no,
just
so
billing.
they're separate,
Just billing.
Just billing.
Just billing.
Okay.
just billing, because what we found out was there wasn't any of them there at that conference, which was the national conference, that did both billing and collections.
No.
There was 2 specialty things, and one did one and one did the
That
other.
makes sense.
So, is what we found.
I can get the answer for you
All right.
in about a minute.
Sure.
I'll go out and ask my wife, because she knows.
Is she in the car?
Yeah.
Text her.
I don't let her get out. I don't have my phone.
Yeah, we can find out.
I was trying to look, but it doesn't.
CSC or something like that.
It didn't pop up.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they gotta be a billing company. Idiot.
I'm not finding anything close to that.
No luck.
Mm-mm.
I'm texting Dan to ask if this needs to be acted on right away.
Have you looked over the contract or not?
I have not. Hasn't been sent to me. I'm happy to.
We made it to where we get a free hour yet?
No, no. I have been, oh my God, that is such a, really, the preparation for this
Everybody's gonna
hearing,
see it, you know.
it was supposed to go, oh yeah, no, but I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, let us know when we get that.
That's right, I will, I
Need a
will.
less punch card.
Yeah,
The
that's
10th one
right.
is free.
That's right.
I know Starbucks does that. I mean,
Yeah, right, I know, it's the least I could do.
That's right.
Yeah.
Billing and collection.
Billing and collections.
And I'm reading this term and termination. It says the term of this addendum shall be effective as of the date first written above.
Which nothing was filled in if I remember
Correct.
correctly.
Okay,
So,
so we might have some time just to
Yeah.
get some information on this other company. All right, so let's do that. Is that,
I'm
Good
good
with
with that, yeah.
So we'll table this
yes,
till March.
And you'll have them contact them.
Yes.
okay. All right, any more on that? Good. All right, director's report?
all right, I had a hard time with this. So, Dr. Kevin Weber passed away Thursday, February 17th. His funeral is set for March 2nd at 11 a.m. in Pueblo, and we're planning on having uniformed personnel attend the funeral. With that being said, Dan had talked to Dr. Lito out of Pueblo, had a good conversation with him. Dr. Lito was sent a copy of our medical director contract to look it over to see if he was interested in providing medical direction for us. So, that's where we stand with that.
He hasn't replied back to you yet or anything to let you know?
No, I haven't heard anything.
And that's the interim now?
No, the interim is actually the regional medical director, is Dr. Numsum. He's out of
Okay.
Canyon City.
Okay.
Spell his last name for me.
Which one?
Numsen?
Numsen, Numsen.
S-E-N, okay. Thank you.
Had a note for the billing company that was already discussed. We successfully completed a 48-hour BLS ALS refresher. That was the first 2 weeks in February, and we had roughly 30 people attend each session. So that was Thursday, Friday night, and then all day Saturday, all day Sunday for 2 weekends in a row. So that was good. And as part of our IGA with Los Animas County, we were called out to assist in the search for a missing person. We were able to deploy our new command trailer in the UTV, so that went really well. We're still working out a few bugs. There's still some things that we got to add to that command trailer, but overall, it was a great operation. Captain DeTrey acted as the incident commander. He did a great job with the search efforts. One of our paramedics was operating as a Honey fire chief, but he was the operations chief. And we had roughly personnel on hand. We had units from Arapahoe County, Bent County, Fremont County, El Paso County,
Wow.
CBI,
Great.
Trinidad Ambulance, Los Animas County Sheriff, Trinidad Fire, Pinion Canyon, Fisher's Peak, Stonewall, Spanish Peaks, Honey Fire, and Colorado Parks and Wildlife. So, it went great, and I just wanted to make note that Arapahoe Search and Rescue Team was made up of students 14 to 18 years old,
Wow.
and those guys were amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they had 33,
33.
and they're on top of their game. I was super impressed with those guys.
14 to 18 years old.
And there were 33 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. So it was a great operation. Everything went smooth. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way we wanted it to, but
Right.
as far as the operation itself, it was great, well organized. So, and that command trailer really came in handy.
Good.
Good job.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
all I
nice when
have.
we see the stuff we work to get out there being utilized
Absolutely.
and being successful, so that's awesome.
Absolutely. So that's all I have for the director's report.
If I can add one thing, because I know he's not good about talking about himself, but Gabe was there as not only for medical, but liaison with all the organizations. And I agree with him 100%. It was a great operation. Over 100, close to 100 people this last Saturday, and we probably had over 50 people the Saturday no, that was on Monday.
Monday.
The Saturday before was 50 plus people. And then additionally, there was 9 different dogs. 9 different dogs, and the horses and all that stuff. But the dogs, we didn't come up with anything.
Amazing.
So,
Amazing. Well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just hard to hear somebody everybody knows in the community, you know.
Right,
Yeah,
just vanished.
Yeah, definitely difficult.
All right. Operations report.
Operations for January 2022, we had 258 requests for service, which is up. 81 non-transports, 177 transports, 35 of those were interfacility transfers with 1 cancel, and we had 1 flight from the scene. Our on-call crews, Medic 3 transported 8 people, and Medic 4 had 8 call-ins and transports, and Medic 4 had 1 transport. So we've been calling in our on-call crews quite often lately. A lot of it was the last 2 big snowstorms, but we've been pretty steady. And then Bubba and I have been on either refusals or something to kind of free up our ambulances. So I had 3 and Bubba had 2 for the month of January. Of those 35 interfacility transfers, we put 7,457 miles on our rigs. And I guess I forgot to note, we submitted the state trauma grant on the 14th. It was due the 15th, and we asked to remount 1501, which was the first brand new rig that we got in 2015. We asked for, it's called the Elegard. So basically, it helps us perform heads-up CPR. Right now, we're using a foam wedge because there wasn't a device out there. Now this device is out there and has been FDA approved. So we requested that, and then we requested some PPE stuff. So the first grant hearing is the regional grant hearing. That'll be March 15th, and then we'll have the state grant hearing sometime in probably July or so, and then we'll be awarded in August or so. That is all I have for operations.
Questions from the board? No? Okay. Fleet management?
knock on wood, been doing good. We got one going in for some oil seepage and transmission service, but other than that, everything's on the road, everything's operational. No new updates on 1901's re-chassis yet, or the new chassis. We're still looking at the last 3rd or 4th week in May. One thing we did do was talk to the state. They do not really want to do extensions, but it's basically, we've talked to a couple other, we reached out to another mount manufacturer, remount service to make sure we're getting the best deal with where we're at, which they didn't do our type of ambulances. But the state, they're gonna be forced to deal with it because it's not only us. Everybody's not able to get chassis with all the whatever supply chain on down, computer chips, all that stuff. So, but it sounds like we have a avenue to do that, and we will if it's necessary. So, and other than that, it's just the minor upkeep we'll probably do for a set of tires or a couple sets here before too long. But other than that, we're good.
Okay. Anything under miscellaneous? Anybody? No? All right. Then we are on to our next regular meeting date. Look at that.
Wow. I finally got the thing up here.
March 23rd, that's what it looks like. March 23rd, 4:30 PM. Sound good to everybody? All right, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Floyd.
Second?
Roll call?
Kathy,
Yes.
Nick,
Nick adjourned.
yep, Scott,
Yeah.
Floyd,
Yes.
Clay.
Yes.
All right, guys. Wow.
Yeah, best meeting ever.
Wow.